Greetings to you all, I'm a Treadler 2 Yuri's Revenge 1 unit challenge. This time we'll be limiting ourselves to only building the Lasher Tank. The rules are simple. Our opponent is set to brutal difficulty. Base defenses can be built but only used for defense. All miners can be built but only through the purchasing of refineries. We play on official tournament map A because it's theoretically the fairest. And other than that, the only units we can ever build are Lasher Tanks. Gonna keep the enemy on random because I don't foresee any difficulty.
New construction
Later,
options.
when the challenges start to get harder, I'll be tailor-picking my opponent. Don't need to do that yet. So let's keep that variety alive, shall we? Keep the mystery going.
New construction options. Building.
Now, Lasher Tanks are the basic tank. They're the equivalent of Grizzlies or Rhinos. So all you need to be able to purchase them is a war factory. You don't need any other tech structures, don't need a radar. But that's slightly higher up on the tech tree than initiates. And they are more expensive. Actually going to need a slave miner this time. But again, I'm going to be rushing my opponent with fast tanks. I think that's the way to go.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Send the slave miner over to the gems, crystals, whatever these things are. I never learned.
Building. New construction
With the nice pretty stones. Because I'm not going to need much money, so I may as well go for the higher income. Get to see the true beauty of the slave miner here. I like to think of the different 3 mining options as different levels of spikiness. So the Soviet harvester has the biggest capacity, but has to drive everywhere. So it drives, spends a long time harvesting, then it comes back and it deposits sort of twice the amount of the other harvesters.
Construction complete.
And the Allied
New
option,
construction options.
well, it halves that. It can hold half the amount,
New rally point
and it only has to drive half the distance because it teleports back. So it's half the amount, but twice as often. So it's sort of smoother, it's less spiky. The slave miner is the ultimate version of this.
Unit ready.
5 people, yeah, 5 people. Just normal people happy to work.
We will puncture through.
And they are right next to the refinery.
Turn up the speed.
So the income is very consistent. It's a solid stream of money coming in.
New
We
rally
will
point
puncture through.
established.
Turn up the speed.
I'm pretty sure the actual amount of money is roughly the same.
Complete the front lines. Yes, Mr.
I say roughly the same because it's not going to be exactly the same because after you exhaust...
Unit lost.
That didn't go very well. After you exhaust the close ore patches,
Yes,
the slave miner is just going to reposition a new ore patch and then it's back to fast mining. Whereas
will not escape.
an ore truck is going to have to drive long distances for a while
We will puncture through.
after that point.
Yes, Mr. Yuri. We will puncture through. Turn up the speed. Yuri's tank division. Lasher tank.
So depending on the distances that the ore trucks have to drive, the slave miner might be better.
Unit ready.
Especially when we start falling back to sort of tertiary patches. That's right. I'm using the word tertiary
Yes, Mr.
in actual context.
Turn up the speed.
I'd sooner you didn't get in that bunker if it's all the same with you.
Yuri's tank division. We will puncture. The hunt is on. Yes, Mr.
There we go, beautiful
Unit
stuff.
ready.
Prepare for your lashes.
Not in a massive rush here, we can destroy walls with Lasher Tanks, so
Division. Where is
just want to do it slow and steady. This should be a harvester, yep.
Lasher tank? Ready.
AI always likes to start with a harvester. Greedy. Very greedy, especially when there's 3 tanks in your base.
The hunt
I don't recommend this if you feel like playing this game online. Bad tactic.
Unit promoted.
gonna make some scrap metal. Where is Ben? Turn up the speed. Lasher tank. Ready.
We'll explore some of the more interesting nuances of
We will
the Yuri faction and their buildings, their tech tree, all of this kind of stuff.
Lasher tank.
We'll look into it. But
Yes,
when we have some slightly longer challenges.
Is on.
And they will come, don't you worry about that.
Unit ready.
I've seen what lays ahead, and I'm honestly terrified. Okay, don't go anywhere near that.
Where is Ben? Make some scratch metal. Turn up the speed. We will puncture through. Begin with us. We will puncture through. Yuri tank division. Where is Ben? Take me to
The AI just going for mass bunkers and then no one in them.
The hunt is on. Prepare for your
I respect that.
Unit lost.
It's a bold play. Not seen it before personally. Doesn't mean it's a bad play. It is a bad play, but that's not why. Just because I've not seen it doesn't mean it's bad de facto.
Unit ready.
They will not escape.
Unit promoted.
Ready.
Okay, you're...
Lasher tank. Ready.
I'm learning a lot here from this.
Yuri tank division.
Deliberately setting my opponent to Russia is looking like a viable play. Oh, I don't know if this is Russia, but Soviet.
Unit ready.
If they're just going to flood the area with bunkers,
We will puncture through. Take me to
that's a lot of money wasted.
Yuri tank division.
Unit promoted.
Prepare for your flash. Where is Ben?
This is why it's nice to start off with the easier, more gentle missions. Or challenges.
Unit ready.
Take me to first line. Prepare for your flashes.
You're really gonna make me destroy all of these, aren't you?
Turn up the speed. The hunt is on.
You're fine. Mission's over, but fine.
Yes, Mr. Yuri. Make some scratch.
Unit ready.
They will not escape. Where is Ben?
Wait, if I don't attack, you should sell, correct? Because you're not repairing, you're not training.
Unit ready.
Isn't that how your AI works? You acknowledge there's something you can do, so you sell? Am I just stalling for no reason?
The hunt is
Alright, let the record show I tried to understand the AI and I failed.
Take me to first line.
Unit ready.
Make some scratch.
Or, I can make myself sound a bit merciful here. I gave them the chance to surrender, and they didn't take it. So now they all die.
They will not escape.
Unit lost. Unit promoted.
You just gonna play leapfrog with bunkers, are you?
Unit ready.
Prepare for your flashes.
Unit lost.
Prepare for your flashes.
I can end the mission by destroying this, but I'm gonna kill these guys first. Like I said, I gave them the choice to surrender. They didn't want it. Those kind of choices don't come back around all that often. Why aren't you firing?
Player defeated. You are victorious.
Thank you. So that's Lasher Tanks done. Again, didn't think that one was going to be particularly challenging. Glad to be proved right. Next time, ooh, choices. We do a fun one. You want to do a fun one, right? UFOs. We'll get to see a few more buildings in that at least. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I shall. See you then.